I don't need you to test anything. I just need you to fucking go live. Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome. Uh, okay, free for the month, 2020. Okay, so if you're not familiar with what's going on with that, I will show you. If you go to the marketplace, select, well, first off, you can just scroll down and you'll see it right here, or you can select free and free for the month. We have is scans abandoned factory, dark forest. Those seem pretty well self-explanatory. Smooth sync, no idea. We'll take a peek real quick. Pickup plus inspect. Sort of know what that might be. And action RPG inventory system. And I'm sure this is going to get a lot of people's interest on that one. But let's take a look at smooth sync. Smooth sync will sync your transforms smoothly across the network using Unreal's networking. I'll come back to that one. Quick and easy way to add physics, interactivity, and inspect feature to your project. Might come back to that one. But tonight's video, I'm going to go ahead and show the Action RPG inventory system. This is going to be a first look for me as well. I have not done anything but loaded. It's one of those things where it's a create project, not a add to project, which you guys know kind of is annoying. And I've loaded up the project. It took about 15 minutes between the download, the creation of the project, opening the project, and waiting for the shaders to compile. It was 4,000 plus shaders, I believe. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit play. Normal. We have a mouse cursor, which I already hate. Alright, so right mouse button will allow you to look around. WASD. Normal. So, okay, you have a view change, but you still have a freaking mouse cursor. Not a fan of that, but okay. Hit E to loot. Apple. Leather pouches. A baguette, a consumable, and a leather ring. Who makes a ring out of leather? Okay, right click. Got a ham bone and a leather hood. E to interact, V to change camera view, I to toggle inventory, B for backpack, C to toggle character UI, and the brackets to increase or decrease inventory. 1 through 8 for the hotbar, and right mouse to use item, shift plus drag and drop to split one. So let's hit V, and that's all it does. It still gives you a mouse cursor. B for our inventory, and baguette. Okay, we have, I'm assuming, is that my hunger? I don't know what that is. Consumable. Right mouse button to use item. Brought me up 62. Okay, that must be my hunger or something. It's rising now. Let's go ahead and close that and hit I for our inventory. Alright, we have a plus 1 armor and dexterity. Okay, same thing. Leather pouches. So we got other slots here. Leather hood, boots, and a dagger. Interesting. Alright, if I hit I, okay, they go away. But don't like you gotta use your mouse button to right mouse button to look around. Pick up simple axe. Okay. Loot skeleton. Alright, so interesting. I'm not a fan of the look, a blue ring. Yellow amulet of bone. Plus 27 to intelligence. It might make me smarter. I doubt it, but hey, happy New Year, bud. So this is, I mean, it's an inventory system. It's not meant to be a full game here, but they want to just check around. Would like some regular mouse character movement. 12 gold and some leather boots. Pick up human skull. Open pot. Okay. Pot's bad. Okay. So use the door. There's a door over here. What's that? Poisoned apple. I don't know, damn poisoned apple. Inventory full. Okay, well, drag and drop. Okay, that does work. And appears that's the amulets section. Don't need the same thing. So drag and drop does work. Screams and weeping are heard faintly as you clutch the skull. Okay. Don't need that. Keep the bread. Simple axe. I haven't found out if there's actually any combat in here yet either, so I don't need that. So yeah, we're looking at all this together here. I'll keep that. The boots, leather boots, 2 strength, 1 dexterity. Not like it really matters. Haven't even discovered if there is any kind of save game system. Just want to clear out this inventory. All right, looks like stack size is 5. But 3 on bread. Okay. So yeah, I mean it's cool. You know, the character system is entirely up to you, so we'll take the gold. Alright, so if you move, loot Muppet. Okay. Cardboard helmet, assault rifle. All right, it's interesting. Kind of take a look at some of the implementation. From what I was reading on here, yeah, that is kind of annoying to try to pick up a single coin off the table. And yeah, see the whole view thing to me that would get old after a while. Um, I'm assuming that a lot of the weapons and all the other stuff in here came from the Infinity Blade assets. So I'm pretty sure that's where that stuff came from. Tandy. Ooh, cardboard gloves. Leather helmet. Sure, why not? Backpack. So yeah, I mean, you do have the it's a fern. What the hell do I do with a fern? Loot dead hero. Spike de ring. Alright, so cool. Yeah, if you're wanting to get a simple inventory system, doesn't appear that there's any combat. Let's take a quick peek at the files. What we got here? basic animations, and there is a dance. Yeehaw. Sadly, I've already got that animation. So, yeah, that's one thing I got to do really quickly here. Editor preferences. Because Unreal Engine 4 doesn't know how to save things as the default setting, those two always stay off. So, other than third person animations, they just add that dance maneuver. Blueprints, of course, you're using the conventional UE4 mannequin skeleton. Equipment character, inventory player character. What is equipment player? Okay. There's a character movement to it. Let's actually investigate what the world settings are. None. So the default game mode is set to what though? It's all set to none. Blueprint, open level blueprint, anything in there. World actors, object. Okay. Like I said, it's supposed to work with multiplayer. What are the details on that? Nothing. Okay, so you got inventory player character as well. Now open the damn thing. Nothing in there, but let's look at the viewport. You got your camera. So how the hell is everybody doing? Got a follow camera and camera boom. Where's your camera boom? All I see is a camera that's stuck inside your chest. Let's look at the other one, see where the cameras were on that one. Nowhere. So this is obviously not a player character. The other one is actually the actual player character. Inventory game mode. Open the full damn thing. Let's see here. Game session, game state, everything looks default except for player controller class. And default pawn. Inventory player character. Yeah, I was on the fence whether I was gonna. Well, I got a bunch of leftover Chinese food from lunch. It's probably what I'm gonna eat, and that's guaranteed that's what Mom's gonna eat. All right. Update equipment meshes. A lot of functions. So this is supposed to work in multiplayer. So what I was considering doing was, so we got an example map here, and only one player spawn. Add in another player spawn maybe, and test it in multiplayer. So if we took the existing player spawn, Control C and Control V, add a second one in, change it to 2, and new pie. Because everybody likes pie. Alright, I'm not going to resize these windows, I'm just going to put them here. Alright, so this is the client. Yay, and there's much rejoicing. Alright, he started with an axe. But the server started with a sword. This mouse cursor is going to annoy the crap out of me. You guys know it will. Can't loot another player. Okay. So if I loot this skeleton, and then come back over here as the client, it was this skeleton. I no longer, well, bone dagger was in his head, so Missed that. But I don't get the option to loot that one. So let's try this one. And let's go back to server. No longer has an option to loot. Okay, so there is some there is some basic functionality. All right, human skull. I want to see it on the ground. Yep, it goes away. And door works. What about the armor stuff? Pick up that. Pouches. Backpack. Already got a boots on. Alright, so I for inventory. Let's change out the helmet. Not worried about the weapons. That'll be fine. What happens if I just right click on it? Okay, it goes to the right spot. Other pouches. Okay, I see them on the character. The backpack. The gloves are there. We're going to throw that on the ground. Okay, that's fine. So, now we close the inventory. Come back over here on the server. We see they have the same stuff is equipped, so that's good. It works. Leather helmet, backpack, pouches. He didn't have any boots on. So we're going to sit here so I can see it in the upper right hand corner. So as I'm putting things on, I still have the fern. Poisoned apple. I don't want you. Don't want you. And I see them. The apple dropped on the ground. Alright, so we're going to drop that. Wow, it's right there. Little tiny thing. Drop a dagger. So we can see the items being applied, so that's good. Alright, so it works. Saw some player stats and stuff like that too. Let's change it back to 1 and selected viewport. And I just noticed that we have stats here. It's so tiny in this window. Sure, yeah, actually, if you're playing full screen, it'd be different. But if I take away 1 from my dexterity, yep, it does change it. So there is some functionality there in the armor, strength, dexterity, and intelligence. So I'm sure if you wanted to build off of this system, that would be good. But that mouse cursor shit's going to drive me batty. So there's nothing in the event graph. Construction script, empty. Viewport just has our character. We have all of our inherited things. There's no meshes assigned to it. So that's going to have to be handled elsewhere. So with nothing in the event graph, it's definitely telling me there's no save game system. There's no, unless it's all handled somewhere else. So, yeah. Well, let's just see here. If I put in here event begin play, and set input mode to game only. Let's just see what happens. My usual crap for getting rid of the mouse cursor and setting it up correctly. So I'm just wondering if it's going to get rid of our crosshair, how that's going to affect things. So we need to get player controller. I am looking at another asset pack. It's in the marketplace for $30. Um, and it's one of those things where have the money. That's not the issue. It's the cheapness factor. Me being cheap. So leave that unchecked and just see. And I still have a fucking mouse cursor. So that absolutely did nothing. So yeah, this would be something if you're looking for an inventory system that you want to drop into your project. But even though it says create project, say if you wanted to inject this into my simple multiplayer Steam template, then really and truly all you would have to do, and I'm sure this is going to take forever, is right click and migrate. I didn't change anything on the map, so not worried about that. So it's going to highlight everything here. Select OK, and then Unreal Projects, pick it out, go to my content folder. Inside of the project, you need to select your content folder, and then select folder, and content migration completed successfully. So let's close this up and see what happens. I hate notifications. I hate notifications. So this is the simple multiplayer Steam template that I cloned over and just gave it the name of Action Inventory. And we'll see how long it loads. It actually took, like I said, it took quite a while to frickin' load. And dismiss. I don't care about additional plugins. And see, inventory system is right there. Since it is using inventory example map. Just shits and grins. Minimize that. Go to my UI, widgets, main menu widget, Kevin, graph. Now, one of the things that I noticed also is I initially got an error. All I'm doing is just changing the map, saying that names of over 20 characters. Yeah, I didn't see any that were over 20 characters. Editor preferences. Come on, you sack of crap. So I don't know where it got that from, but I got the error message. Alright, so that should have this configured to where if I were to just blankly compile this project as a development mode, then load it up, it should go directly into my map, or into that map using my menu system. So, just and grins, I'm going to run it as a standalone game and see how it looks, just to see what happens. Nothing changed other than utilizing my menu. So if I hit single player, you see we have Steam functionality. Boop. Let's go in and see what happens. Shaders compiling, yay. So it's trying to load the map. I'm guessing this is where it would be good to have a loading screen. Of course, then again, once you compile the shaders this way, you don't have to do it whenever you're playing the game. Come on. Yeah, there's an error message right there. Disable all screen messages to suppress. It's just got to load those things first, and then we'll go from there. So just gonna see how this works, and I'm not really gonna get too involved in messing with this for right now, because it's good or bad. There is no save game associated with it, and it would probably take me the better part of a couple hours to sort through all of their code and try to integrate a save game system in with their stuff. And I really don't like doing that. I don't like trying to make other people's stuff work with my stuff and other people's stuff. When you start trying to mesh together 14 different assets from the marketplace and trying to make them all talk together correctly, it starts getting messy after the second and third one you're trying to get to talk together. And I wasted a lot of my time trying to do that. Okay, well, it's still doing something right now, so let's let it do its thing. So whenever I loaded it before, there was a lot more than that little bit of shaders to check out. Come on, sometime today would be nice. See, it's not even giving me the option to do anything here. Single player now, what happens? Nothing. Multiplayer, host, make. Yeah, it's not working. I went to their maps. Let's see what the hell's going on here. Selected viewport. Okay, see, what's happening here is, of course, you're going to get that error whenever you're not running it as a standalone. It's not loading the map. Even though I told it to load that map, it doesn't recognize the game mode. See, this was still pointing back to the right map, but not to the start location. World settings, selected game mode, all still set to none. Game mode override. Let's try inventory game mode. Let's change that. And there we go. Let's save that and then go back to the main menu and see what happens. I guess something might have been lost through the translation. So run as standalone one more time. But yeah, get on topic of the. I put a link into a video about the asset that I'm considering, and yeah, it is for. Here we go. Reflection captures need to be rebuilt. Okay. Loot skeleton. So yeah, it's working. So I can loot stuff, open doors, has a nice little sound bite to go with it. Can loot corpses. I'm sure that there's something. Alright, I think Dorcas Maximus, we can steal his gun here. Yep, assault rifle. Let's take everything. So yeah, there's no combat systems in this. This was just their inventory system. Yay, I has a rifle. I understand why they put that in there, but I really hate the cardboard helmet. But everything works. Use that. I had to close the inventory back. So if you guys want to see more with this, okay, that skeleton is not there. Let's loot this guy. And the bone dagger. Uh, It, uh, It, uh, 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 seems like the other one despawned, but if you guys want to see more with this and whatnot, then let me know in Discord. Probably not going to mess with it again. I'm probably going to go ahead and delete the projects. But hit escape. The escape menu functionality does not work because we need to go to our player character and we need to find escape menu functionality. Grab that. Control C. Close that. Go into theirs. Let's see if we can inject that into the character. Inventory player character is the one we're supposed to be using. So just do that, and it should add the functionality in. Let's just see. Well, yeah, I would have to spend a lot of time with this to get save game functionality working between single player, multiplayer, and that kind of stuff. And then, okay, well, thing works. Load it in there. If we hit escape, there we go. Resume game. Well, considering it's free, it's worth the money. If you want to try to make it work in your projects, not a problem. Knock yourself out. You said I'm probably not going to mess with it, but I will quickly look at marketplace. So right here, the train, rail, and roller coaster system from Polygon Jelly, not Cindy Studios or Polygon or whatever, but it's Polygon Jelly. I have linked a video to the how to use kind of stuff on this, and I do have ideas and plans for use of it, and we'll be using the Cindy characters with it as well. Yeah, after watching a video for it, I've looked at it. It was created in 2017. I've looked at this probably a dozen times. I just have not bought it. Just I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I think it was more expensive. I did not notice that. That to me looks like that's actually like a cable car system. So you can see the train track system. The track is a blueprint that you put down into the map. It'd be like this blue section right there. You can change the material on it to whatever material you want. And with that, you link them together. There's arrows that you'll see, like an orange and a green arrow. Then once you link them together, you'd have to watch the video and to get a full understanding of how to use it. But I am seriously thinking about going ahead and just saying the hell with it and buying it. I really didn't pay attention to the fact that this is a cable car system. Trying to think if there's a cable car in any of the Cinti assets. Maybe the snowpack, like with the two skiers and James Bond car. So yeah, like setting up roller coaster. This is a roller coaster track in here. Um, Different track sections and so forth. You can actually put in a track split system and triggers to go along with them. So if you put a Y here, you can have it set to where as a mine, and yes, it does have mine carts in it too. So as the minecart goes through this one, it can trigger it so that the next one actually goes the other direction. So you have triggers you can use with the switching system. If you wanted to, yeah, it's freaking awesome. You can lay down complex train systems to where they go upside down. There's a lean feature to where you can have it lean in or out on a bank to add kind of a cartoony effect to it. It uses physics. So if your minecart starts here and rolls down here, it may have enough to get up over this, and then, if it does not have the momentum to carry all the way around, then it just won't do it. Um, there's accelerators you can use for the track, as far as I can tell. Um, yeah, there's a lot of stuff involved with it. Now they've got in here, which is going to be interesting for Cinti, because I don't know how to, off the top of my head, to separate the truck, and this is called the truck portion of the engine and of the cars. Um, but if you want to just use that train and put your own textures on it, you go right ahead. But I plan on using the Cinti Studios train from the Western pack, and like the minecart from the Western Frontier and stuff like that, and converting them over. But as you can see, the trucks follow the actual track itself separately from the engine and from the cars. So really, really good looking asset set. Asset set. That makes sense, right? Carriage types. You can actually link and separate the train cars. Bogies. Yeah, body and bogie setup. So yeah, there's the body and there's the bogies. Bogies, trucks, whatever. But yeah, the video that I've got linked in Discord for this actual asset pack from the developer. Um, yeah, there's braking systems you can apply to the track. Um, you can use terrain following to where, and it's all blueprint based too. So when you put the stuff down, you can actually go to the track and have it specifically align itself to terrain. Like they show the example being a hole in the ground where it followed the terrain, the hole in the ground, or if you have it going up a mountain or down a mountain, things like that. Of course, it's built-in spline actor system. One of the cool things that they put in there was a jump trigger. So as the minecart's coming right over here, it can actually jump from here to there. So it's encompassed in the jump section, and it's still part of the track, but you actually get the cart jumps to go over it. So if you're trying to do like a minecart based roller coaster or whatever, yeah, really cool. So that's what I'm thinking about getting, and it supports Windows 64-bit and 32-bit. Really cool looking asset pack, and $30. If I have 2 or 3 days fun out of it, it's no different than buying a movie or going to the movies, going out to eat. You'd be lucky to go out to eat for $30 nowadays. Depends on where you go. But the video's here. Plus, like I said, I have it linked in my Discord channel. So just pop on the Discord channel, and you'll see it in the general UE4 room, short ways up. But yeah, this is what I'm thinking about getting. And if I do get it, then I'm definitely going to go ahead and stream on this tomorrow, unless I just can't help myself and stream later tonight, if I get it tonight. As you guys know, I've been doing some 3D printing. I got Elegoo Mars resin-based MSLA printer, 3D printer, and been doing some 3D prints. Another section that I've added into the Discord channel, I've thrown a couple pictures of some of the prints. The first print out of the box failed miserably, and second one just worked perfectly, which is a pair of rooks, like a chess set rook. And I'm used to the FDM based 3D printers, and you see the layer lines and things like that. You usually got to either use body filler to fill in the layer lines or sand them down or whatever. Holy shit pickle. Right out of the printer itself. It's messy, but once you get it out of the printer and clean it and look at it, there's no sanding involved. There's no real heavy post processing. The level of detail is freaking amazing. Uh, the chess piece is maybe 2 inches tall, about 1 inch in diameter, and on the very top of it, where the little crenellations of the the tower is, there's writing you would never be able to do with an FDM printer, to be able to see writing that small. Um, it's a spiral helix chest rook. Um, yeah, got a cheesy hair, but I've got a picture of it. And the toothbrush, um, it's a little kid's toothbrush that I used to have here for my nephews, and it's got suction cup on the bottom. Comes in really handy as hell whenever it's saturated in frickin' um, alcohol. Then I printed a half-inch Picatinny rail riser, and I'll get some pictures up of the latest thing that I'm printing. They both printed fine, but the reason why I reprinted it a second time, and I'm going to have to reprint it a third time, is because I'm trying to get it sized just right. It's about a millimeter too big. So I reprinted it, and it's still a freaking millimeter too big after sizing it down a little bit. So, but essentially, it's just a little wrench you put over top of a soda bottle cap to be able to open it up. All right, so to round out this video, and then I'll decide if I'm going to go ahead and buy that asset pack. Um, I need to eat something too. But free for this month, you got the abandoned factory buildings and day and night scene. It's going to take forever to load everything, but looks really cool. So if you want some pretty realistic looking stuff, grab it. It's free. What do you got to lose? You got 4 sets of elevation, 2 storage containers, chimney. Yeah, well, you can see. Texture size, good. But yeah, good looking terrain there. You got to keep checking these every month because you're going to find some really cool stuff. The dark forest. And of course, when you're doing these, it goes through the checkout process like you're actually buying something, but it doesn't charge you anything. In fact, I still haven't updated my expired debit card. It's on my account. Really cool looking environments on this one. Why is it such a low res thumbnail? My internet sucks so bad. But yeah, this one is a video, a playable demo. More people need to be doing that with their assets they put on the marketplace of a playable demo. Yeah, 12 trees, 6 plant versions, and 1 root. Roots, not a root, but a roots. A road mesh for landscape spline. 11 house elements. Okay. But again, it doesn't hurt anything. All free for the month. Just go ahead and add them all to your cart, and then you'll see them update right there. When you get to the shopping cart, go ahead and proceed to checkout, just like normal. And I'm not sure if you don't have what happens if you don't have a credit card attached to your, or a debit card attached to your marketplace account. I bought more than a couple assets. I have a few that I've picked up here and there. So, yeah. Abandoned Factory. You gotta watch those free for the month because they are absolutely free. They don't charge you a penny for them. Animal Variety Pack's pretty cool. AI Enemy, I did purchase that one. That one's really good. If you want to create a shooter with working AI, there you go. I mean, I can't remember if I did a full demo on that one or not. Advanced Locomotion, Automotive Materials, I know that's another free one. Ballistic Effects, Battle Royale Template, that's another nice one. That one's worth checking out. If you're wanting to do a Battle Royale game and you don't have the Battle Royale template and you don't have the ability to make it yourself, you're backing up. That's well worth getting. If you can combine that one with the custom movement, where this is going to have your, well, I mean, you can build that yourself, but the custom movement thing was really easy to work with and allowed you to place ladders in your map really easily and scale them, and your character actually be able to climb things. And if you played Hitman series where you get on the handhold and you shimmy across using handholds, yeah, you can do all that kind of stuff in there. Dynamic combat system, that was another one that was free for the month. Dynamic combat is pretty good. Um, Fireworks, I think that's still free. Yeah, I have so many freaking assets in here. Um, Blueprint Splines track. If you're into the free stuff and you want as much free assets as you can find, besides the free for the month, permanently free collection. Click on that. Hell, that's new. Vehicle variety pack. So I'm going to add to cart because, yeah, why not? I'll take cars. Hollywood movie props. Why not? We'll take that one. Craft resource icons. Free. Already got that. Yeah, that's if you're making your own game, if you want to include those in with the other one, might not be a bad thing to do. Dynamic grass, I've not used it yet. Medieval dungeon looks really cool. These look really nice and free. Um, mocap basics. Um, fantasy weapons. Ancient treasures. Animal variety pack. Quadruped fantasy creatures. That's actually pretty cool too. I've looked at it, but I didn't get it before. So add to cart. Why not? Is there anything else? Here's 3 pages of stuff right here. Okay, construction props. Add to cart. Construction site. Why not? Add to cart. It's 5 more assets that I didn't have already. Got all these. That one looks pretty cool too. I don't think I've even looked at the city subway train. You know, I probably should do that if I'm going to do the train thing. I should probably take a look at this one right here, the city subway train modular system. I already own it, but it's free. Um, there's an inventory system right here. I've got it, and I peeked at it one time, didn't do much with it. Wow. But yeah, there's just so much stuff in here that's absolutely free, and not just the Paragon stuff. Fireworks, they look really good. I think I got rid of my fireworks project that I was doing, but it's really easy to work with. The modular building doesn't look bad. I've looked at that. That's 3 pages of free stuff right there. You got mega scans. If this is your thing, if you're looking for realistic terrains and that kind of stuff, I mean, look at all this stuff. Castle ruins, modern stucco, polished parquet flooring. 3 pages of that stuff. And of course the Epic Games content. Oh, Apollo 11. Oh, that's I might check that one out later. There's a story behind that one, the anniversary for the Apollo 11 mission. Wow, LiDAR point cloud. I'd love to be able to do LiDAR. If you don't know what that is, you might want to check that out. Infinity Blade props, hideout, temple, castle. Why not? Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. May not use them, may never use them, but they're free. Be careful with these, like this AJA media player. I've got that one, and that's why every time I open up 423, it's asking me, there's a new version of plugin or whatever, because that is a code plugin. just have to pay attention to those. It's not like breaking anything, but it's annoying as crap. But of course, you got all the Paragon characters, um, the Infinity Blade stuff. Come on, get up there. I got most of this stuff already, but have no use for them. Didn't like the way they were rigged. Soul City looks really nice. We're trying to build some kind of dark urban environment. That's something to play around with. Art is Mac related stuff. Automotive materials, really good looking materials. I've never opened up this project. It's for an older version of UE4. Infinity Blade stuff. I don't really know why you would need the UE4 mannequin mobile, but it's there. Infinity Blade weapons. Yeah. Animation starter pack is one you're going to use quite a bit if you're doing any kind of third-person shooter-based game and you need some basic shooting animations. They're right there. So if you haven't gone here and loaded up, so I just added 11 more things on here. Go to your shopping cart, vehicle pack, yeah, all those construction stuff. Proceed to checkout. Come on. And 0. Okay. What are you going to do? Did you do it? Did you work? Well, it says owned, so, okay. But yeah, there was a number of big things that was going on in the news not long ago about the Apollo 11 anniversary and a bunch of different makers and stuff like that making stuff for the project. I have no idea what that is. It's a code plugin. I'm not worried about code plugins. But, yeah, check it out. Get your free stuff. Might as well. The majority of these, just double check with them. Like with the free for the month assets. For example, this right here, the one we just looked at. It's complete projects. So you have to create a project. So, okay. Reviews and questions. They changed the way it used to be. Just scroll down, you would see all that stuff. They changed it to where if you want to see, you have to click off of it. Plus, you can check the forums on it or the other tags. Sometimes there's information about it because they are free for the month, but typically what it is like permanently free collection. If you look at the fine print, so to speak, what it is they're free for you to use, but for Unreal Engine based projects. You couldn't grab these and legally use them in a project in Unity. Because if they wanted to, they can come after you. Not bad looking vehicles. Not bad at all. Kind of looks like an S10 pickup. Damn. Those aren't bad. Not bad for definitely not bad for free. I'll take it. Part of Unreal Engine's Free for Life initiative. This pack will never cost you money. Fully rigged, playable, drivable. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check these out just for the hell of it. And it's an add to project. That's the way it should be, not create project. I like things that are add to project. So if I did this and whatever, let's put it in this one. It's a 424 project, I think. Oh, well, yeah, I didn't think about the download. Yikes, 1.2 gigabytes. Yep, not gonna do that right now. Not while streaming. Also, some other free content. If you're really into free content and other stuff, click on the Learning tab, and as you scroll down through here, content examples. Okay, if you see the little cloud icon, it means it's going to have files or project associated with it. So you can actually get that, download that, and actually play in it and walk around and check things out and see the stuff that's in there. It is pretty cool. The interior, you can get that one and go in there and look around. I haven't looked at this one yet or this one. These are relatively new. Um, AR sample, spatial audio temple. I've seen a video about that one. It looks really good. I haven't checked out Digital Human yet, but look for the cloud icon. And it's one that you can actually download a project and actually go in there and look at it. I go to one that I know that I've looked at here, the Virtual Studio. Yeah, not bad. Some cool assets in there too. Sequencer, open world demo collection, water planes, a boy and his kite. Perfect example here would be even that. I mean, that's from 2014. Like this turn-based strategy, you can get that and use it, and yeah. Blueprint splines track. There's another inventory thing right here, and it's part of the Learning Cloud with videos. So like this, you click on the cloud or to click on the thing, it shows up. You can add it to a project and go from there. It says it works only to 4.11, but it does work. In fact, do I still have the project? That would be a no. I don't have it. I'm going to start cleaning out projects again. But I did use it in a project in 420, so I know it does work. But in that Learning tab, just scroll down. If any of them pique your interest, then just click on the cloud. 423, yeah. Digital Human. Just click on it. It'll load up, and then a lot of times it's free projects with, I would assume the stuff is actually usable. It's actually pretty cool looking. And it's all the way up to 424. Videos associated with it, documentation. Yeah, it's the old school where you scroll down, you see comments. Yeah, license for use only with Unreal Engine based products. So if you were to use this stuff in here, you can use it for your projects as long as you're using Unreal Engine 4. But not if you're actually using and trying to get it to work in Unity or whatever else. All this stuff right here is part of the starter content, so you can add that in any project. Volumetric fog. This is just information wise. Background blur widget. That's beyond easy to work with. Remind me next time I've got a project open and ask me about the background blur. I use it all the freaking time. It's a different alternative from the old school method of just using a transparent background like a black or a gray or whatever else. You can use the background blur and set it to actually be in the background and actually or whatever level you want it, and it'll blur well exactly like it says. All right, if you guys got no more questions, then I'm gonna get the hell out of here. And yeah, If you haven't watched A Boy and His Kite, the actual video, it's actually pretty cool. Pretty well done. And that's pretty cool too. Two robotic cyborg, whatever, dudes fighting it. But yeah, those are going to be, that works. You can actually play that. The documentation, there's videos that go along with it. Action RPG is actually like 1 or 2 levels of playable stuff there. I haven't tried these other ones here. That's for mobile stuff. Vehicle game is actually pretty cool. Shooter game is also pretty cool. They're actual playable games. So if you wanted to, you could actually just you could probably just slap this together and have a multiplayer shooter in half hour. You know, if you just wanted to get it done, maybe add your own characters, change the weapons around, mess around with it a little bit. Vehicle game, same thing. Create a project with that and actually play the game, drive around the track and race. I don't think it's multiplayer, so that I think I've seen already. But yep, check this stuff out. Like I said, I am going to taunt myself with the that railroad thing. And where is it? Tracks and paths. No. That looks cool. I've actually seen a video on that one too. Damn. I'll try the train track. There we go. This one. So that's actually the one I'm looking at. So I'll leave it up on the screen. Walk away, go get something to eat, come back, that kind of stuff. As long as I can't talk myself out of it. Like I said, I got some other stuff I need to buy for the 3D printer, and getting that stuff and this is going to be right there where, you know, bottoming out on my me fund. I have the bank account just for house stuff and that kind of things. I don't touch. I don't mess with that other than, you know, the normal bills and stuff. But to be able to buy asset packs and stuff like that, it's thanks to all of you guys, your tips, your donations, and that kind of stuff that actually allow me to buy these asset packs, check them out, and play around with them, get used to them. I actually have a use for this for my current project that I'm working on. And yeah, I'm not doing a good job of talking myself out of it. So neither are you guys. You're not talking me out of it. Y'all can give me a vote on Discord. Say yes or no. I guess if enough people are bugging me to buy it, then I'll definitely have to buy it. You know, that kind of stuff. But probably going to go ahead and get it anyway. But I always need that push. It was the same thing with the 3D printer. I've got a FDM 3D printer that's had a messed up power supply for 4 years. But, you know, I could have just fixed it and kept printing with that. But I wanted to try out the other one, and I'm happy with it. It's a messy, stinky operation, but it's cool. I needed that push to finally get it, and I'm actually using it every day just about. So, guys, thanks for watching. Keep up with Discord. Let me know on Discord if you want to see anything with this, and I'm excited to take a look at it. If I do get it, then I'll actually I'm going to do a full video on it tomorrow. The main reason why this video was delayed was thanks to, today is the 7th. Today, they finally updated the free for the month assets. I've been planning on doing this for the last 7 days, but they didn't get around to actually updating it until today. So, Chris, you got this one? The train, rail, and roller coaster system? If you got this one, definitely let me know in Discord. I'm going to get out of here. I need to eat something. Starting to get lightheaded. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll probably go ahead and I'll queue up that video and watch it again too, and I'm sure that'll push me over the edge to go ahead and buy it. Alright, guys and gals, I shall see you soon. And again, like I said, just hit me up on Discord if you have any questions. And I'll try to get to them as quickly as possible. And we'll see you